Thank you so much for pressing play. My name is Kim Cardeccia, and I love sharing the lessons from my horses. What they taught me is best described as inner journey horsemanship. And because in order to be a better listener and focus on earning their trust, it has taken me on a pretty deep inner journey. I've created some cards from the concepts of interacting with horses and their energetic rehab I do. If you want to know a little more about those, check out confidencethroughconnection.com for a little more on the background. Often I'll draw some of these cards before or while I work with a horse. Actually, I pull cards quite a bit, but around the horses is where the most fun. However, it's winter here in Michigan, and we're in a real cold snap right now. I was doing these podcasts out by the horses, but it's way too cold to deal with tech stuff now. So I'm inside today, harnessing the essence of the horses through these cards. And the cards that I pulled and will share about with you today are belief, decide, and ease. And I really love this combination because, our beliefs dictate so much of not only what's going to happen in our lives, but what is going to happen for us and our horse. Because if we have a belief that our horse is spooky, or if we have a belief that we're not quite skilled at this, or we need more confidence here, wherever we're carving out a rut with our thoughts that we think over and over again, we're forming a belief. And that belief sinks down into our subconscious. Our subconscious is goal-driven, so it guides us towards those thoughts that we've been thinking over and over again. So we want to be really, really careful about what we let habituate our thought pattern, because that's going to be basically where we're shooting our arrows. That's going to be our target. So, looking at our beliefs and making sure that they aren't limiting us. Because, I think, of course, we've all heard the term limiting beliefs and recognize that that's going to put quite the ceiling on what we can do, or, quite the barricade for where we want to be. So we really want to phrase in the positive and focus on all of the good qualities that our horse has, that we have, and that we have together. Because depending on what we believe, our next card, that will allow us to make a decision. We are either going to decide to keep the beliefs, or we're going to decide to change them. And that all starts with a thought. And when we decide something, what we do is basically we reduce or eliminate distraction. It allows us to focus. There is power in decision. And decisions are what allow us to reach our goals, because that is, we decide, to take the next action step, to be able to focus, to be able to read the situation, trust our intuition, and do what comes next. And we also, when we're working with horses, be mindful of what has our horse decided. Is our horse decided not to get in the trailer? Has our horse decided it's feeding time right now? Has our horse decided that it can trust that we'll listen? There's all kinds of things to look for and notice that our horse has decided. And of course, if our horse has decided something that, we're really, it's not going to align with the goal that we have, then what we want to do is pause and help support and guide that horse to be able to make a different decision. Not to force it to make a decision, but to set things up so it can. And if you have the belief that this is possible, then it might be. If you have the belief that, the horse just has to do something, you aren't really paying attention to its internal process, it's going to be a bumpy road, and it's not going to be as fulfilling for either of you. And so then our last card, ease. And you know what? What a great decision to decide to include ease. Because when we choose ease, we're choosing peace. We're choosing to make something easy instead of making it a struggle. And if we believe, our beliefs say that we can make our decisions that will allow more ease, then that opens up many more possibilities. Our creativity can start to flow. When we have ease and peace, we have a powerful way of allowing. And that is how we're going to be able to communicate better with our horses, both, extend invitations to them and notice and observe, listen to what they're telling us. I know I call it listen, and every once in a while somebody will challenge me because, you don't really do it with your ears. And that's true. When we listen to horses, it's more about observing their body language, sensing what they're feeling. For those of us that are empathic and sensitive, we feel things. And I know that I'm not the only one. I know that a lot of people that are drawn to listen to a podcast like this are wired in a similar way. So the more that we choose ease, and what a great affirmation, I choose ease. But the more that we choose that, the more that we are going to open ourselves up to be able to communicate better with our horses, even with ourselves. We can trust or listen to, and of course we trust our inner guidance, but we can listen to that a little bit better. So, check your beliefs around your horses and in life too. Check your beliefs. Decide if they're in alignment with where you want to go or if they're not, and then choose ease. And if you kind of add these three concepts into the work you're doing with your horses, I think you'll find that it will be more rewarding, and it will add more lightness and more fulfillment to it. So thank you for listening to this message from the Essence of the Horses. I hope you have a great week. If you want to check out our Facebook page, it's Hidden Promise. And the website again is confidencethroughconnection.com. I hope you're all warm. And I will talk to you again next week. Bye for now.